Hello everyone. This screencast will provide an overview of the information included in the LinkWorks module plan documents. The module plan included in each LinkWorks module is a roadmap of the skills, competencies, and tasks addressed in each module. At the top of each document, you will see the module theme, name, and CLB level of the module. All LinkWorks modules follow the theme of employment, so that label will be common to all module plans. The module plan that we will be using as an example today is the Introduction to Work module at the CLB3 level. Below this, you will see a list of the Workplace Essential Skills. The Workplace Essential Skills are oral communication, reading text, document use, writing, numeracy, digital technology, thinking skills, working with others, and continuous learning. The LinkWorks materials all have a primary focus on building these skills, as well as the language skills, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. The essential skills terminology is used extensively in LinkWorks, so if you are unfamiliar with the essential skills, further training may be useful to you. To the right of the list of the essential skills is a list of the CLB competencies addressed in the module. Here we can see that interacting with others is addressed, getting things done is addressed, and comprehending information is addressed in this module. To the right of the competency list, you can find the names of the people who developed, revised, edited, and reviewed the LinkWorks module at hand. Underneath the essential skills and CLB competencies, you will find a list of the module outcomes. These are one-sentence descriptors of what the learners should be able to do at the end of the module. For example, at the end of the module, learners should be able to describe past work experiences. Please note that if you are not planning to teach all of the material in a given module, the full list of outcomes may not apply to your class. Below the module outcomes, you will see a large table with point form lists of all of the essential skills tasks addressed in the module. These statements give a picture of the individual tasks that learners will practice in each skill area. Each task statement should explain what the learners are doing, why they are doing it, and who they are doing it with. For example, if we take a look at the oral communication section of the table, we see that in this module, learners will answer questions. This describes what they are doing, from a classmate, which describes who they are speaking to explain opinions and give details, which explains why they are doing it. If we look at the writing task statements, we can see that learners will write an email to a friend to describe a job, write a few sentences to describe what they know about a topic, and write an email to a career advisor to describe a job. If you scroll down, you will see the list of the statements for the remaining essential skills tasks. After the list of essential skills tasks, you will see a table that lists the language skills, competency statements, and indicators of ability that are addressed in the module. These are taken directly from the Canadian Language Benchmarks document. For example, you can see that in this module, only one listening competency is addressed, while there are several reading competencies addressed. What is useful about the essential skills and language skills tables is that they can provide instructors and tutors with a brief overview of what the learners will do in the module. This can be useful for instructors when they are deciding which LinkWorks module to use with their learners. For example, if an instructor or tutor knows that their learners want to practice writing emails, instructors do not need to look through all of the lessons and material to see whether or not a given module practices this task. Rather, they need only open up the module plan and scroll to the list of essential skills tasks to see if email writing is addressed or not. Under the language skills, you will see that the module plan also includes the profile of ability and features of communication for the CLB level of the particular module. These are included so that when creating a lesson or module plan, instructors and tutors can easily see what they should expect of their learners at the relevant CLB level. For example, at a CLB 3, we can see that learners should only be able to understand keywords, formulaic phrases, and most short sentences on topics of immediate personal relevance when the communication is spoken clearly at a slow to normal rate. Knowing this should impact the expectations that instructors and tutors have of their learners when working with them. After the features of communication, you will see the real-world and assessment tasks that are included in the module. Each module will include at least one assessment task for listening, speaking, reading, and writing. If you are a part-time instructor or tutor, please note that these assessments are not mandatory for you to use with your class. As LinkWorks is specifically designed for LINK programs, which use Portfolio-Based Language Assessment, or PBLA, the assessment section is very important for LINK instructors to take note of. If you are not a LINK instructor, but you are interested in using one or more of the assessments to check your learner's ability or progress, this section has a list of which tasks have assessments that go with them. Near the end of the module plan, you will find the Language Focus section. This section lists the specific language learners will need to accomplish the tasks practiced in the module. For example, you can see that in order to be successful with the listening tasks, this module requires learners to be able to recognize vocabulary and expressions for describing jobs. It also requires that the learners recognize syntax for sentences and WH questions. The Language Focus section is very useful if you plan to teach all of the module content, as it can help you to get an understanding of which grammar points, vocabulary items, and strategies you should plan to teach. If you teach a part-time class or are a tutor, this section will not be as useful to you, as you will probably not be using the whole module. However, this information is broken out lesson by lesson in each lesson plan found in the Module Activities and Lessons document. Finally, each module plan notes that the module activities, resources, and references are included in the Module Activities and Lessons document. This screencast was funded through a grant from Alberta Advanced Education. The LinkWorks resources were funded by the Employment and Social Development Canada Office of Literacy and Essential Skills.